Hi everybody, R-Dub. On January 30, I posted an article called A Filter by Any Other Name, which dealt with the different types of masks that we are being asked to, and in some cases required to wear out in public due to the COVID-19 situation. Shortly after that, there was a TV interview with Dr. Fauci where the interviewer asked him about multiple masks. And without, I don't think, any testing behind him, he said, well, yeah, it makes sense. If one mask is good, two masks must be better. Well, shortly after that aired, all of a sudden, multiple masks became a thing. Their CDC went out and allegedly tested it. They didn't show their data, but they said they tested it, and indeed wearing more than one mask is better filtration than wearing a single mask. They said you could get up to 90% by wearing two masks at the same time, where before it was about 40%. So I'm guessing that if you had two people staring each other eye to eye and they were both double masked, the filtration between the two of them as far as getting the virus back and forth is way up there, beyond 90. So, and I saw a picture recently of Dr. Fauci where he had this type of mask, the blue medical mask, on underneath, and the cloth style mask on over the top of that to demonstrate that he's being a good example to the masses by wearing his multiple masks in public. I also said that, the multiple layer mask is a good thing, which is true. This blue one has two filtering media. They have the blue media on the outside, the white media on the inside. This particular cloth mask has a white side and a black side, so that's multiple layers of unit. This particular one that I wear frequently, not just because I'm supporting Bucky Badger, but a friend of ours at the Gunderson Clinic gave me this one day when I didn't have one with me. It has multiple layers. It's 2 layers, and you can actually, there's a pocket in there where you could actually stuff a third layer down in it. So I had experimented with putting an N95 filter inside of it. Became a little too bulky for me. I didn't care for it. I'd much rather wear an N95 and then put something like this over the top of it. So multiple layers, it's not uncommon. I took the liberty of cutting this 3M medical N95 part so you could see the different layers. This particular one has actually 4 layers. Most of them have 3. There's an outside scrim on it, where they printed all their information and their logo on it. That has some a barrier on it, an emulsion that keeps fluid from going through. So if there's a lot of liquid mist in the air, like there might be from somebody coughing up, these types of things, that'll stop it. There's the next layer is more of a support layer. It's a stiff polyethylene, propylene type of product. And then the very next layer is the actual layer, the N95 layer, that does the most of the filtering. And then there's one more layer on the outside, and that's holding in the nose clip. So that's a very typical 3M structure on their N95 respirators. I worked for them for 20 years at one of the factories that makes them. They also have industrial style. You've seen me wear this one, the N95 with an exhalation valve on it. If you have COVID-19, this particular mask will not protect other people from what you have, so it's not recommended that these types of respirators, the ones with the valve, be worn for the protection of the COVID-19 virus. It'll protect you, but if you have it, it won't protect other people. So therefore, and they don't know if you have it. Sometimes you don't know if you have it. So they do recommend an unvalved version of an N95. So what's the difference between all of these? And then the new one on the block, the KN95, which is an N95 rated filter. Talked about it in my post. The difference is ear loops, like this mask and this mask, versus the headbands that go around the back of the neck and around the head. How is it different? this is how you're actually supposed to put on an N95 cupped style respirator. Hold it to your face, put one band over the back of your head, one back all the way around the back of your neck. Make sure that you have it under your chin, form the clip around your nose. You see how it collapsed when I inhaled? That's how you check to make sure the seal's good. This type of respirator is the only one that goes through third-party testing, and we know that it has to meet a minimum amount of protection before it can be sold to the general public. So I do recommend the N95 when things get real. They're hard to get right now, and they're probably a little more expensive, but it's worth it if you can find it. And then these types of masks, there's no testing involved in these too. When you're sitting and looking at them at the store. I mean, the CDC may have tested something, but it wasn't necessarily this, and what you're buying didn't have to pass whatever testing the CDC did. So that's the downside. Is it better than nothing? Well, if I'm going to quote Dr. Fauci, yeah, it's better than nothing. And in polite society right now, we should wear a mask. It's just, you and I as lay people, we don't know for sure that what they're saying is or is not true, but why deny it and risk getting yourself or someone else sick? But more importantly, get your rest, eat right, take vitamins and minerals and supplements that are going to make your immune system stronger, like zinc. And we use quercetin in this house to carry the zinc into the cells. Your cells don't want to absorb zinc very easily. A vegetable-based supplement like quercetin will help get that done. Vitamin D is huge. If you can't get out into the sunlight, it's been negative almost every day at one time or another for the last week and a half here, and it will continue for a few more days. We're not seeing a lot of sunshine. At the moment, I'm seeing sunshine, but when it's 0 or -5, you don't want to go out in it. So we take vitamin D supplements, which are very good for helping your immune system. Vitamin B complex, vitamin C as well, magnesium. And because we're getting a little older, almost 60, our body doesn't create melatonin as easily as it could, which melatonin is what helps you get sleep when it becomes dark. So we take melatonin in the evening to help with our sleep patterns so we can get to sleep right away and get as much great sleep as we can. But mask is just a filter, and every filter is different. Get the best filter you can. If you have to wear one that's actually going to help you. But again, do all the other things too. Stay healthy out there. Stay safe. Just a supplement to my January 30th article so you can understand, 1 mask, 2 masks, 3 masks, 4. Sounds like a Dr. Seuss thing. Take care. RW out.